financial health check for 30 to 39 years old. So kung gusto nyo po na gawin ito on your own, pumunta po kayo sa Vince Rapisura Facebook Messenger at i-type nyo lang ang FHC. So ito po yung mga tanong na mayroon po ako mga itatanong sa inyo, no? So sagutin nyo yan, tapos yung sagot na pipiliin ninyo, may number siya nakatapat. Kukunin nyo yung number na yon, tapos i-add natin mamaya para makuha nyo ang inyong score, okay? So ang pinagpaplanuhan ko sa buhay ngayon ay 0 points kung wala kang plano. 1 point kapag basic needs para sa pamumuhay ang pinagpaplanuhan mo. Number 2 points para guminhawa ang buhay. Yan ang pinagpaplanuhan mo. At kung ang plano mo ay para sa legacy sa buhay na, no? At yan ay nakasulat, 3 points ang kunin mo. Okay? So isulat nyo yan kasi mahalaga yung score ninyo mamaya. Number 2, ang savings ko ay katumbas ng ilang buwang gastos. 0 points kung wala kang savings. 1 point kung less than 3 months pero greater than 0. 2 points kung 4 to 9 months at 3 points kung greater than 9 months. May utang akong ginagamit sa di kumikitang bagay, consumer debt or non-productive. Yan po ang utang na hindi kumikita. Okay? So 0 points kapag meron, 3 points kapag wala. Pang-apat na question, ang medical insurance ko ay galing sa 0 points kung wala kang medical insurance, which is very highly unlikely kasi lahat po tayo ay covered na ng PhilHealth. So, automatic po, may 1 point tayo lahat dyan. Okay? 2 points kapag may PhilHealth plus HMO plus emergency care insurance. At 3 points kapag may PhilHealth plus HMO plus emergency care plus health fund. Okay? So, meron ka pang liquid na cash na aside from those insurance na products for health. Okay? Number 5, ang life insurance ko ay galing sa 0 points kung walang life insurance. 1 point kapag Pag-IBIG and SSS death benefits ang pinanggagalingan ng life insurance. 3 points kapag Pag-IBIG SSS tapos mayroon tayong term insurance na karagdagan. At 3 points din kapag wala kang insurance tapos wala kang dependents. Okay? So number 6, nagbabayad ako ng tamang buwis ayon sa aking kinikita. 0 points kapag hindi ka nagbabayad ng buwis. Naku, responsibilidad natin yan, kaya dapat po ay magbayad tayo. 3 points kapag oo, tayo ay nagbabayad. Naku, yung mga nag-online selling dyan ha, at saka yung mga influencer dyan, magbayad po tayo ng ating buwis sa mga kinikita natin. Number 7, mayroon akong regular na source of active income. So, 0 points, wala. 3 points, oo. So, dapat naman siguro meron tayong regular na source of income, ano? Kasi po pwede yan na tayo ay nagtatrabaho o kaya tayo ay may negosyo. Okay? Number 8, mayroon akong passive income. Okay? So, mayroon akong passive income. So, titignan natin dyan ngayon kung ano yung points natin. Kung wala tayong passive income, tayo po ay 0 points. Okay? At kung 1 point naman ay kaunti ang ating passive income. At 3 points kapag marami tayong sources of passive income. Ano ba yung mga passive income na yan? Dividend, rent, capital gains, pension, royalty, interest. Yan po ang 6 na klase natin ng passive income. Okay? Number 9, kayang punan ng passive income ko ang blank na porsyento ng aking expenses. So, ilang porsyento yon, ano? Kung wala, 0% po, 0 points yan. Kapag less than 50, 1 point po tayo. 50 to 100%, 2 points tayo. Kapag greater than 100%, 3 points ang kukunin natin. Okay? Tapos, kapag number 10 naman, sinagutan ko ng tapat ang questionnaire na ito. So, sana naman sinagutan natin ng tapat, ano? 0 points kung hindi at 3 points kapag oo. So, ang gagawin po natin ngayon ay i-add natin lahat yan, yung mga score natin, at ito po ang ibig sabihin niyan, ano? Tayo po ay nasa sustainable na financial stage natin kapag 27 to 30 points ang nakuha natin. Kasi ang perfect score po dito ay 30 points. Okay? Kapag tayo naman ay 21 to 26 points ang nakuha, tayo ay financially secure. At tayo naman ay nasa startup phase kapag less than 21. At dahil ang pinag-uusapan natin ay para sa mga people in their 30s, dapat po ang points natin dito ay nasa secure level na. 21 to 26 points. Ayan. So, kung kayo po gusto nyong ulitin yan on your own at makita ninyo talaga, ay pumunta lang kayo sa Vince Rapisura Facebook Messenger at i-type ninyo ang FHC. Ayan. Si Angeli ay nag-share ng kanyang score. Okay, share nyo nga rin ang score ninyo. Si Angeli sabi niya, 0. Nako, Angeli, grabe naman, no? Kung 0 yan. Okay. So, what you should do financially or what you should have financially kapag ikaw ay nasa iyong 30s na, no? So, pag titignan natin sa financial life stage natin, nagsisimula yan from pre-startup to startup, independence, growth, stabilization, and then freedom, financial freedom. Nandito tayo sa financial growth, okay? Which is about 26 to 45 years old yan. So, nasa gitna ng financial growth yung mga people in their 30s, okay? At kapag tayo ay nasa ating financial growth stage, this is actually our most productive years and our earning capacity increases. We also get married usually at this age and we start to raise a family. Kaya po tumataas ang ating gastos. Kaya most challenging time ito due to high family expenses. So that's the reality of most of those who are in their 30s. Okay? So ano yung mga gagawin para maayos, no? Unang-una, dapat gumawa tayo ng financial plan. So sa financial plan natin, this is a written document, at least covers 5 years in detail, at dapat po ay already included doon sa ating financial plan yung ating retirement planning, no? So nasa 30s pa lang tayo pero iisipin na natin, no, 30 years down the road kung paano tayo magre-retire, because the best way to plan for retirement and to start for your retirement fund is when you are young, okay? So yung retirement fund natin dapat at the minimum meron na tayong 121 to 240 SSS contributions. So kung kulang pa, kailangan maghabol tayo para po ay magkaroon tayo ng benepisyo mula sa gobyerno. Tapos, ang benchmark natin, kapag based sa edad natin, makikita nyo dito, pag 30 years old, yung retirement fund natin should already be 12 times your monthly income kapag ikaw ay 30. So 14, 17, 19, 22, pag 31, 32, 33, 34. Kapag 35, 24 months na, no? Kapag 36, 26 months, 37, 29 months of monthly income, 38, 31, and 39 years old, dapat tayo ay may 35 times na of our monthly income. So, ibig sabihin yan, kung ako ay kumikita ng 20,000 pesos, no? Sa 30 years old, dapat ako ay may retirement fund na equivalent na ng 200, so 20,000 times 12 is 240,000. Tama ba? Parang, no? Nabobobo yata ako. Ayan, so tama. So 240,000. 240,000 pesos nga ba? Wait lang. 20,000 times 12. Oo nga, 240,000. Dinadoubt ko masyado ang sarili ko. Anyway, so yun dapat, no, meron tayong retirement fund equivalent to that na. So, tignan mo magkano yung SSS na total contributions mo. So, for example, nakakontribute ka na ng 40,000 sa SSS. So, dapat meron ka pang ibang retirement account, no? So, pwedeng yan ay nasa MP2, pwedeng yan nasa Peso Flexi Fund, pwedeng mga nasa Treasury Bonds, equivalent to about 200,000 pesos. Okay? So, ganun din yung gagawin ninyo dito. Okay? Para lang mayroon tayong measure that we are on track. Kasi kapag i-delay nyo yan, ang ibig sabihin ay mas mahirap kayong makakapag-ipon when retirement comes. Okay? So, sa housing and children naman, what you should do is, ang goal nyo dapat is to save down payment that is equal to 20% of the house value. So that's your goal in your 30s, that you would be able to raise or to save up for the down payment of your house. So the earliest that you can create the down payment, no, to save for that down payment, the earlier that you could own your home. At yan po yung rule natin, dapat 20% talaga. For children's education, you save from the start na ipanganak ang iyong anak until siya ay maging 18 years old. At kinompute ko na po yan kung magkano ang dapat na isave natin per anak. So kapag gusto natin na mag-aral ang isang anak natin sa exclusive school, that is 5,000 pesos per month per child until siya ay mag 18 years old starting now. Okay? Kung siya ay pinanganak ngayon. Pag naman pupunta lang sa mga state universities and colleges, 1,300 pesos per month per child ang budget na gagawin natin para tayo ay makapag-ipon ng 250,000 pesos kapag mag-aaral na siya. And this is a peg that I used because this is based on how much a child will need sa tuition fee 18 years from now, for college. Exclusive schools and SUCs. 4-year course po ito. And I used 5% as the rate of return na makukuha natin, which is easily given by Pag-IBIG MP2. Okay? So, savings natin, we should already have emergency savings 9 months equivalent to our expenses. Kapag kayo ay 30 to 39, mahiya po kayo sa balat nyo kung wala pa yan. Okay? Kasi very basic po yan. Dapat din ay tayo ay may SSS Mandatory Provident Fund or the Workers Investment Savings Program ng SSS. And then mag-save tayo sa Pag-IBIG MP2, Rural Bank Time Deposits at Government Bonds for these emergency funds. Okay? For loans, ang utang kasi kaibigan yan ng kahirapan. Kaya dapat talaga ay iwasan natin yan, di ba? Hindi talaga siya maganda. So at this stage in your life, dapat wala na tayong consumer debt as interest-bearing such as interest-bearing car loans and credit cards, no? So kapag tayo ay nagka-credit card, dapat binabayaran natin in full para hindi tayo nagbabayad ng interest. Kapag tayo po ay nagbabayad ng interest, hindi po natin ginagamit ng tama ang credit card. Sa house mortgage natin, it should be limited to 20-year term. So maximum of 20 years. So if you begin by 30, by 50, tapos ka na sa pagbabayad ng iyong bahay. So secure na secure ka na. So if you plan to buy a car, which is actually most of those in their 30s, ito yung kanilang mga pangangailangan. Ito po yung rules natin, ha? The car price should be equivalent to maximum of 1 year salary. If brand new, pay your car in cash. If second hand, pay 70% down payment. 3 years max ang loan term dyan at ang amortization should be less than 10% of your monthly income. So, actually, ang pinaka-rule talaga dito ay bayaran mo in cash, no? So, allowed yung second-hand car na mag-loan dahil usually ay mababa lang yung magiging loan amount dyan, no? Na babayaran. Okay? So, yan po ang rules in buying a car natin. Rules in buying a house. Our house price should be maximum of 3 years of our salary. Minimum 20% down payment ay na-save na natin. 20 years na mortgage maximum. And ang amortization is maximum of 20% of our monthly income. Isipin po natin ha, kasi kapag 20% nasa bahay, 10% nasa sasakyan, naku, 70% na lang ang natitira. Magse-save ka pa, mag-i-invest ka pa, ano na lang matitira for the expenses, di ba? So yun yung titignan natin. For medical insurance, dapat naka-maximum payment na tayo sa PhilHealth to support our universal healthcare law. And dapat meron din tayong emergency care for serious illnesses, lalong-lalo na at tayo ay breadwinner. And I always say na mas important ang medical insurance kaysa sa life insurance kasi mas magastos ang medical insurance. HMO for preventive healthcare, dapat meron din tayo niyan, ano? And then critical illness, kukuha lamang tayo kapag tayo ay may family history, no? Ang ibig kong sabihin diyan. And we augment our health fund, no? Yung mga medical insurance na to, we can augment that with a health fund. For life insurance, kung wala tayong dependents, kumuha lang tayo ng 500,000 na term insurance to cover for our burial and funeral costs. Actually, pwede rin naman na hindi na, no? If you have enough emergency savings to cover for that. If with dependents, 10 times annual salary kapag nakukuha tayo ng term insurance, and absolutely avoid variable universal life insurance. Yan po yung pag-uusapan natin maya-maya. Active income covers all expenses, no deficit. So ito yung income na kinikita natin habang tayo ay nagtatrabaho, nagbabanat ng buto, nagbibigay ng oras, at nag-exert ng energy. Active income po ang tawag doon, no? So yung active income natin should be able to cover all our expenses at wala po dapat tayong deficit dyan. At this should be allocated using the 5-15-20-60 budgeting rule, which means 5% for insurance, 15% for savings, 20% for investments, and 60% for expenses. Yan po ang ating budgeting rule. And then pay the right taxes so that, because it's our responsibility as a citizen. Okay. So sa passive income, we have to invest as much as we can. Kasi dito, people in their 30s, nakakalimutan natin yan eh. At kapag tayo ay hindi nag-invest, we miss out on the power of compounding of the capital, no, of the gains, no, that we will get. Avoid investment scams. If it's too good to be true, pag masyadong mataas ang binibigay na rate of return sa'yo, umiwas po tayo dyan. Prioritize din po natin ang investments that preserve capital dahil pinaghirapan nating pera yan at hindi po tayo mayamang-mayaman kapag if we're going to go into high risk investments. Multiple and diversified dapat ang ating sources of passive income at this point maganda kung meron na tayong rental income, dividend, capital gains, interest, no? Yung royalty, depende yan kung ano yung occupation ninyo. It should cover 25 to 45% of our expenses. So yung passive income should cover 25 to 45% of our expenses. So kung titignan natin dyan, dito, sa pag 30 tayo, syempre, magsa-start sa mababa. So 20% of our expenses covered ng passive income. So, let's say for example, ang kinikita mo ay, 50,000 pesos, sabihin natin. 50,000 pesos at tayo ay age, say 35 years old na. So, 30% dapat yung passive income natin divided by expenses. So, let's say 50,000 yung expenses natin dyan. So, times 30%, no? So, 15,000, no? Yung dapat na passive income natin. Okay? So, 15,000 yung passive income natin every month. Kasi ito ay monthly din natin tinitignan. So, i-multiply natin yan ng 12, no? So, dapat meron tayong passive income na 180,000 pesos per year, no? Given that example. O, for example, tayo ay nag-save sa MP2 at ang rate ay 5%, no? So, to get that 180,000 per year with 5% return, we need to save 3.6 million pesos in Pag-IBIG MP2. Kaya po sabi ko talaga, kailangan magsimula tayo ng maaga. Okay? So, yun po ang ating kailangang mga gawin. O kapag 10% yung nakuha natin, 1.5, ano ba yung kanina? 36,000 ba? 1.8 million lang yung kakailang, 3.6 million, so 1.8 million lang yung kakailanganin natin, no? To cover that. Yun. So, and one way of doing that is actually to put up a rental business. So, yun po yung iyong option natin dyan. So, ano yung investment mix na gusto kong i-recommend for people in their 30s? Number 1, please have social investments, no? Gaya ng sabi ko, dapat sexy framework. Secure and cashable, may X factor, which means mayroon tayong social and environmental goals or hindi sumisira sa environment at hindi nagpapahirap yung investment natin. Saka natin iisipin yung yields. O, ito na by order of importance para sa akin. 30 to 39 years old, Pag-IBIG MP2, government bonds, SSS Flexi or Peso Fund. Savings and share capital sa cooperatives with greater than 80 points na Co-op Pesos score. At rural and digital banks up to 500,000 pesos para covered pa rin ng PDIC. We can also go into rental property. Ako, I started early with my rental property and I was 26 years old when I started with my rental property. So, pwede rin nyo rin gawin yan. Land banking is also a good idea kasi may pera na tayo ngayon at kaya nating mag-antay, no? And we can sell the land for a higher price in the long term, then that would be a good strategy also. Money market and bond funds in mutual funds, so UITFs and Pera, no? So money market and bond fund po ha, hindi po balance at hindi po equity. Naipaliwanag ko na po yan in my previous videos. Avoid variable universal life insurance, and if you must, kung talagang nagpupumilit po kayo na invest sa stock market, do peso cost averaging on stock index fund or an exchange traded fund. Kaya po talaga niliitan ko yan para wag niyo nang anuhin. Wag yan ang prioritize niyo. Yung mga unang sinabi ko ang i-prioritize niyo. So these are my Pera rules, no? Just to summarize. So number 1, use money as a tool to make others happy. Get term and health insurance to manage external risks. Save and invest as much as you can. And at the minimum, follow the 5-15-20-60 budgeting rule. Use active income for needs and passive income for wants. Yan po talaga ang sikreto ng mga mayayaman. Avoid getting non-productive loans, and when investing, do not lose value and your values. Okay? Naku, dami kong sinabi. Sana naman ay kayo ay natuto dyan. Ay, in fairness, 90 lang tayo kanina. 195 na po ang nanonood. Pero 43 pa lang ang nagla-like, love, or heart sa atin namang video. Grabe naman. Ganun nyo na, di ba? Pusuan nyo na po. Okay. Thanks for watching. Kung may kapamilya, kaibigan o kakilala kang tingin mo ay magiging interesado dito sa video, please share to them or tag them in the comments section. Siyempre, kung nagustuhan mo ang video, pusuan mo na ito. Subscribe ka na rin. As always, feel free to write your questions, comments, and opinions respectfully.